My name is David Churchill. I'm Associate Professor in Criminal Justice at the University of Leeds. My paper at this year's conference is about how we conceptualise democracy in policing and in police studies, and how that relates to the idea of public criminology more broadly. I think we tend, when we're talking about democratic policing or democratic police governance, we tend to think of it as a sort of ideal endpoint to which policing, police governance, police accountability hopefully we'll get to in the future. We tend to think of it in terms of kind of values and normative commitments which policing should aspire to, and therefore use it as a kind of as a destination point when we're thinking about where we'd like the politics of policing to end up. This is a very useful way of approaching the question, and it often leads us to think in terms of reforms that we might make to police recruitment or to police governance arrangements or things like this. It is, though, I think, limited in some ways, and I'm currently working to try to put forward a different way of thinking about democracy in policing and police studies. One which isn't a kind of ideal endpoint, but one which is more, democracy is something which just emerges out of the everyday life of policing, the politics of policing, and something, therefore, which is much more focused on action, political action in concrete historical circumstances. Now, in terms of what does that mean for public criminology, I think it gives us a really useful way of thinking through what's feasible politically, what's realistic in any particular situation. It doesn't give us an endpoint to march towards, but it makes us respond to an immediate question of what should we do now in the circumstances we currently find ourselves. So I think it actually might help in terms of public criminology to cultivate a sense of political judgment and political realism in criminology, which I think would be a helpful contribution to the area of democratic policing. Thank you very much.